All right, hello guys. Happy Friday. This is High Priestess Jamila. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to start coming in here. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. And I am here to talk to you guys about the signs and symptoms that somebody is doing love work on you, but just rather also work when somebody's doing work on you. We're going to talk about the symptoms and the signs. And we're going to talk about love work in particular. Okay, hold on a second, guys. We're going to talk about love work in particular. And we're going to talk about why you should be concerned about it and why you should not allow people to do love work on you. In fact, I've been working on banishing a very, very annoying spirit. It's just ridiculous. Okay. So, I have, first of all, before we get started with this discussion, I want you guys to go to the website or either go to your Cashapp and send in your entry fees for the the ritual that came up today. I got up this morning, I realized that I really, really needed to do it. We really, really need to use this new moon to uh to destroy the demon of narcissism, the demon of patriarchy, and the demon of poverty. Now, I don't do these rituals all the time, but I'm thinking about doing them every new moon. We do them every time we do um we got to do extra though. So they have weakened, if you've noticed. Okay, and you can tell that that demon of narcissism has weakened a whole lot since I've been doing work on it. And so you guys can join me for that ritual. We're going to be working through that as soon as the crescent moon is over. That's when we're going to be done. But we already have the petition written. I have my little notebook here. I often write my spells in notebooks. I want to get a notebook with the partition paper too. So I'm going to get a partition paper notebook. I'm going to find it from somewhere where I can write my spells in. And so this particular spell that we are doing, I am going to share with you guys the affirmation. If you guys don't want to join me, you can do these rituals on your own. You need to do this ritual on your own if it is needed. It is very necessary for your survival as a woman. Okay. Narcissism came from patriarchy. Poverty came from patriarchy, came from narcissism. They're all cousins. The demon of narcissism is like the daddy demon, and then you got his cousins. He's got two cousins, two or three. Demon of fear is his second cousin, twice removed. Okay, and so anyway, hello to the chat. Greetings, Miles. Hello, good evening. So make sure that you go to the website or either you cash at me, $Psychic Jamila. I am not done writing this, but this is what we have so far. And you definitely want to get your name on the list because this is real ritual that we're doing over here. Like I just got done with a ritual that was, oh man, it was Bombay. Let me show you guys the aftermath of that one real quick. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like bee pollen and cinnamon and just all sorts of amazing herbs that's on this candle that I'm working on right now. But we're going to get this written out and we're going to get all the names written on it. I know that I have my children and myself written on it, as well as my grandchildren, as well as my future children and grandchildren. Okay. But it's obviously if you want to do all that, you can increase the quantity if you want. So whenever I do a group ritual, you can always increase the quantity if you want to include more people. Other than that, this is just going to be for yourself. And then of course it would benefit your children, but I'm taking it a little step further. Because this thing is after my bloodline. Well, they just love me. Okay, so we've got I banish all demons of narcissism, patriarchy, and poverty. I rebuke all of the pain and struggle you have brought into my life. You will no longer affect my children mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You will no longer affect other people's perception of me. I will no longer be affected by your lies, conspiracies, and smear campaigns. I have my own identity. Very important. My children have their own identity. You will no longer negatively affect my money and finances. You will never negatively affect my love life. You will not ever cloak me with chaos, negative spirits. I will move forward today on the new moon, receiving respect, love, money, financial security, happiness, tranquility, good luck, and real friends. So this is what we have so far. We may end up writing more. It just depends on how I feel by the end of the day. And we'll get this sucker fired up, okay? Now, before I get into my discussion, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And so if you want to join hands with me, I'm going to definitely do this for myself. But I feel like universally it will help so much because 3 witches, 4 witches is better than 1 witch. It is. I'm not even going to lie to you. Okay. Especially when you're dealing with universal energies, and it helps. It helps women. It does, because the demon of patriarchy says that unless we are somewhere being a love slave or a sex slave, that we don't deserve to eat. That's what that thing thinks. That's why I said it's the cousin of the demon of poverty. And we're going to talk about how the demon of patriarchy, narcissism, and the demon of poverty is doing love work on you. If you look, let me tell you something. I could sense a man doing love work on me. People that do that, first of all, you cannot do any work on me without me knowing. My spirits always tell me, it manifests in me. So, that is something that I've been able to do ever since I became a working professional witch. I've been able to see rituals that people did on me. So and let me tell you guys, I got everybody and their mama doing work on me. Okay. We see it days in advance. So a lot of that work has already been pushed off and pushed back. By the way, guys, I'm going to show you something very special. I decided to keep all of my dolls in this box. This is such a pretty box, but it contains such ugly, ugly things and the spirits of such ugly, ugly people. I know, y'all. I know they look very plain Jane, but yes, honey, yes. So we've got the dolls over here, and when, yeah, that's something, can't touch this, okay? MC Hammer. That's all we gonna say about that. So, all that is in the bag, but now at this point, what we have to do is we're facing the actual demons. Their vessels and their empty cedars, they done expired. They just trying to make it, long enough to, something. So, how you can tell when somebody is doing love work on you? Sometimes you might get flushed. Like all of a sudden, you just start feeling hot. You'll have sensitivity to heat and cold all of a sudden. For some reason, when people do love work, it'll feel like something has walked over your grave. Can I get some thumbs up, please? There's 6 of you in the chat. No thumbs up. I got 1. Where's the rest of them? We got a problem here, Houston. We have, whoa. What I tell y'all about watching me if you don't like me. See, I got to call y'all out, you folks that's here, and y'all just like, the people, the group of narcs they hear going, they're hoovering. This is what we call narcissism hoovering. Look, narcs, if you don't like me, don't watch me. Even if you're a narcissist and you don't like this message, then hit the thumbs up, because you're not allowed to, you're just not allowed to do that, okay? You should not be watching something that you don't like. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much, okay? If you're going to be in here. Okay, thank you. So you may all of a sudden start to feel, now the way that I used to feel it, okay? The way that I used to feel the love work would be heart flutters, and it also would make me feel congested. Well, this time I didn't, because guys, I've been doing a lot of work on myself. I've been doing a lot of work on myself, shielding and everything. It felt like, it just kind of felt like an empty feeling. And then it was really weird because I noticed that my son became affected by it, because he began to act really weird and tell me to not eat. Which, if you don't eat, you are more susceptible to spell work. That's why a lot of y'all be like, I'm dieting. I'm on a diet, and then you stop eating or something and you're fasting and things like that. This can make you more vulnerable to love work though. So if you are a witch, you should never, honey, we have meat and bones. Witches have meat and bones, not skin and bones. We have meat and bones, okay? This is all meat and bones over here. Can't really see me. But we have meat and bones. We don't need to be skin and bones, because, frailty is not, no, okay? So you gotta eat. And it was really weird because for some reason Jacob woke up on the run. So whoever does love work on me, they also do work on Jacob as a means to make me vulnerable. It's the same person. I know who that is, but there was another person that was doing love work on me. And here's the thing. This is what I want to say to you. If you are a man or a woman doing love work on somebody, why are you sitting over there doing love work and you don't have a pot to piss in nor a boot to throw it out with? If Prince Charming was doing love work on you, you wouldn't feel that way. It wouldn't be negative, would it? If Prince Charming, or some rich man or whatever, or at least a responsible man, if a responsible man is doing love work on you, then you're going to feel great. You're going to feel like, oh, I've got to call this man. But if it's a man that is down and out, a man that feels so bad about himself that he's constantly trying to undermine you as a woman, if it's a man like that, you're going to be thinking, ick. You're going to be thinking, ew. Now, I can tell if you do work on me, I can tell, I can feel it. Okay. You cannot do any kind of work on me without me knowing immediately. My body tells me so. Okay. Other symptoms and signs of love work being used on you is sexual thoughts. Okay. Sexual thoughts. Sometimes you can, Jake, sometimes you can have sexual thoughts just come out of nowhere, sexual fantasies, craving sex out of the blue. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with those things, but those things have to have a priority. If you are a man that's sitting over there harassing everybody, bothering people, you don't have a pot to piss in nor a boot to throw it out with, you should not be doing no love work on nobody. What are you doing? This is coming straight from the divine mommy. What? You need to go get your money together and move on, especially if you done already messed up the person. You done already did too much. Just go get you a job, or either some sort of self-employment or employment like Jamila did, and move it and keep it moving. That's when you're the Seven of Cups. Your priorities are all screwed up. You have nothing to offer that woman. So I feel very differently about when men and women do love work. I think when men do it, you have to do something. You have to send that stuff back. Men do love work. How do you think that abusive men hold on to women for years? Y'all thought it was battered women syndrome, didn't y'all? Those are practitioners and demons. And then some of these demons, they don't have the capability, because they probably shouldn't even be on the planet Earth. They don't have the capability to earn enough money to do anything feasible for the woman. Even if we was back in the old days, they would have no skills or strength to even build us a house. Some of these men don't have the strength to hunt. Us women like hunters. We like men that fish. And, maybe they'll have a couple of beers while they're fishing out on the lake. We don't want a man that's sitting there, in the middle of hell, in the middle of war in his own mind, doing love work on us. We don't want that. So your love work is never going to materialize. And if it does, it's going to backfire on you consistently. You cannot do that. Stop trying to use love work. Become lovable. You can't your love work ain't gonna never work when the person hates you and all you are is hate. Hello, yes, hello, Deja. Deja. That's my daughter's name, Deja. Thank you for the thumbs up, sis. Thank you, I appreciate it. Listen, uh, what is the woman gonna come to? Poverty and disgrace. These impoverished men, you know what? Today, I'm going to tell y'all, today, I went to the ATM 3 times today to withdraw money. I saw 3 different black men at the ATM pulling out money. That's what I like to see. I don't want to deal with somebody broke and poor and disenfranchised and then telling me that I'm broke and poor and then creating obstacles. Those kind of men will always create obstacles. They will, okay, if you let them. If I hadn't been dealing with a damn Dusty, I would have been in my house by now. And his dusty self know that he did it. You can't do nothing but make the best of it. But we're standing at a new moon, and I done opened up a portal. I don't know about y'all women, but I'm not dealing with that crap. I know a lot of y'all are sitting there, y'all like, oh, and see, listen. A lot of people use sex demons when they do love work. A lot of people have sex demons on them. So let me tell you what love work includes. When you lay down and you concentrate on thinking about a lover while you pleasure yourself, that is a form of witchcraft. Because for me, I am so in tune with things that I'll start to feel certain stuff, like so I got like, y'all, I'm telling you, okay, this is what I want to tell you. I honestly and truly wish that I would have met my husband younger in life so that I wouldn't have had so many lovers, because all of them are asking for me at the same time. They're all summoning me, all of them at the same time. So I have about 5 men pulling at me, including 2 others that I've never met. Okay, so pray for your girl. They say I'm ugly and old and fat, but I don't really think that's the reality here. I mean, it's just a trip. I think that they do that to make up, what I found is that the men in my life, this is what they all do. They start to talk about me negatively so that they can isolate me. I don't know why I ran into so many narcissistic men. I know that for a while I was a little touched by the narc demon, but it was only because I was trying to survive and heal myself. And I didn't get far off into it. You know what I'm saying? There were times, So those are some of the symptoms that you're going to have. Craving sex. I don't want to have sex unless I know that a man can take care of me financially. Oh, well, you're old. So does that mean that I should go around giving away free sex? That's basically what a lot of these men, and you know what? We're going by their mentality. Yes, all of us ladies, we would love to just prowl through the jungle. And then all of a sudden, there comes a man right there. And he's like, oh, baby, I'm carnally attracted to you. And I must take you. Okay. Yeah, those things are fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, we got to think about this here, because I could get pregnant by you, and then I could be getting pregnant by somebody that's broke as a joke. And then not only if he's broke as a joke, he's going to expect his children to be the same way. I never did understand why some of these men didn't want more for their children than what they had. Y'all, y'all be going off of some kind of fantasy. These men can be pretty despicable, I'm gonna tell you. That's why a lot of y'all can't get past where your father went. You got to break those strongholds and surpass that stuff, okay? Let me see what y'all talking about up in here. Yes, honey, you better reverse that stuff and you better do work. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to show y'all a very powerful reversal writing technique that you can use. Now, let me show you this here. Okay. So, as you can see, I got my X written on the paper. And the incantation or the spell or the binding contract is what this is. So, this is very powerful. Please understand that your petitions are one of the most sacred things ever, okay? So as you can see, it's all written in reverse. I know how to write in reverse, y'all. I can show y'all how to do it one day, but this ain't the right time because I'd have to have somebody angling the camera, or either I'd have to have a tripod. I said, oh my God, like front and you know what? People that don't have jobs or people that are not like you that have jobs, or you may have your own business. Like, for example, today I've been up all morning talking to clients and taking care of business. They just get up in the morning. What else do they have to do but to focus on you? So literally, I'm not flattered. I would be flattered by a man that is a businessman. Or, I used to always be attracted to what was the name of that show with the dude that worked as the garbage man? Was it called Rock or something? I was so attracted to that man because that's a hardworking man. I love hardworking men. But he just can't tell me that I can't make more than him because I'm going to leave him. Okay? I'm going to leave him because he's stupid. Men that think that way are stupid. The demon of patriarchy, it's stupid men. Men that tell you, oh, you a woman, you can't make more money than me. That's the demon of patriarchy. Does that make sense? No, because you don't have nothing. So by your logic, neither one of us should have anything. Why do you do that? Do you not understand that if you don't have no money, you're not going to eat good? And then you've got the demon of patriarchal welfare man. Okay, this is the man that's going to lead you to the welfare office. They always defy that authority because it's a false authority anyway. It's stupid. These men would have never gotten anywhere if it wasn't for a woman. A woman came up with all of the ideas. They just erected it. Women invented most of the stuff that you see around here. Okay, and men just, she said, I want you to make this. See, men were supposed to, that's the way a man is. Now, men are tearing everything down, or they're trying to. So we're not going to let them. We're going to keep going, and we're not going to stop. The divine feminine is omnipresent. The goddess is omnipresent. Okay, so that's just all it is to it. Okay, you said you look good. They just do that because they don't want your self-esteem too high. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Yeah, I agree. But does that work? No, I still come on here and show my face. I think that beauty comes from within, doesn't it? Oh, no. I was looking at somebody the other day, and I'm not going to call out that person's name, but she was being told that she was beautiful, but she didn't look beautiful to me. But it was because of the things that she was doing was very ugly. When you're doing ugly things, you look ugly. That's why you can't let ugly people affect you. That's why I don't never like to come on here and do certain things, but certain things do need to be addressed, and they are very relevant because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with a lot of these demons, you're not being heard. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are not listening to you. So, oh, that's another thing we're going to do. We're going to write that on the petition. The demon of narcissism, patriarchy, and poverty. Okay. You will not cause people to not listen to me. Okay. Because they don't want nobody listen to you because they don't want people to hear your cries for help. That's why. That, you know what? Why do you think that as a kid, if you got molested, you told people, but nobody ever took it seriously and nobody ever listened to you or believed you? Okay. So there's been a lot of people hurt by these demons. Okay. To not listen to me. Now, once I get you guys' name written down on here with it, then, and you're going to see very, very positive changes. Now, what I will tell you is that the narcissist is not going to change. Y'all are always, that's not the point. You want to look at the people around you and your situation changing. Why y'all always go and look at the narc? Like when I do spiritual work like this, y'all be like, is this person stopping doing it? Well, you can't change them. They're going to keep doing what they do. The people around you, the circumstances is going to change. Your bank account going to grow. That's what's going to change. The change is going to happen within you, not within them. So that's why I don't understand why some of these narcissistic people even still get views. It's very weird, but it's okay because we're going to get it figured out. I promise you it is. Look, where there is a will, there is a way. I just went through a very powerful healing process for the past 2 weeks. I am raring to go and we're going to get it. Because I don't want to ever see a woman go through what I went through the past. I don't want to ever see any woman go through what I went through my entire life. I don't want to see you go through it. I'm going to do everything I can to protect you from it. Because you should be. Because it's stupid. For a man to sit here and say, you make more money than me. Go get on food stamps. What? You make more money than me. So I'm going to make you lose your job and then you'll have to go get on food stamps. What? You do know that there are several loan companies down the street to where if I suffer from any hard times, I can go and get a short-term loan. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how people normally do it. People just don't go and say, oh, well, I'm running kind of short. I guess I'll go and apply for some government benefits. Like, do you not understand that this is a mentality that has been taught to many of our men and many of our women? And that's okay, though, because women needed to do what it took to take care of their babies. But now what you have to do is you have to break the cycle. So literally we have broke men doing love work on women that they don't deserve. You ever see a man with a woman that's totally out of his league? Hey, sweets and anti-ADOS guy. Hello, Fly Birdie. Hello. Hydra Mula. I say to you too. But food stamps are free. I used them when I was in college. Look, listen. Yeah, when you were in college. Yeah. And be careful, some of y'all, because I make too much money for food stamps. You got to be careful getting that stuff because how y'all think them people end up in prison and stuff? You don't go 1 month, you done made $5,000 and then the next, like I'm not going to talk about how much I made. But there's, okay, let's say, for example, hypothetically, let's say you hypothetically made about $5,000 in December. Okay, you're going to have to spend at least half of that to survive in this world because it costs a lot of money. But let's say you made that. You're going to go from making that to the next month. You got to go get on food stamps. Make that make sense to me. People give up too fast. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, if you were in college, a 40-something-year-old person should not still be collecting food stamps. Not technically. Now, if you go through some hard times or whatever, but What is exactly causing these hard times? You know what's happening? The work that these people are doing with you, they are messing up the biorhythm of your life. That's what I picked up on. And then I've also picked up on them trying to make you infertile. That's why we have so many women going through early menopause, even in their 20s and 30s. Y'all can't see clearly that this is black magic. Probably black magic that is being done on a higher scale, but it trickles down. That energy trickles down. So if you leave a person unfertile, wouldn't that seem to take away hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Uh, I promise y'all I don't have bad eggs. I promise y'all. Kids are so cute with their little toys. If somebody puts a curse on you to make you infertile, that curse could manifest in your finances. This. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. We dealing with the Babadook. I have a couple of exes that do regular spiritual work on Jacob. So he's kind of under psychic attack. Hold on, y'all. I gotta mute real quick because I gotta banish a spirit. It probably because I'm live is how it's got in. How it got in. Hold on, I gotta do a quick banishing. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'll be back on camera in just a minute. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me like a couple of more minutes, 30 seconds to a minute. Poor baby. Poor baby. Sorry, guys. We had a Babadook moment. I had an ex that does spiritual work. First of all of my exes were male witches, and they would always do spiritual work on the kids. Boy, my three oldest kids, boy, they would just be climbing the damn walls. Them kids, woo, Lord have mercy. And it took years and years and years for me to figure it out. But once I did, life got easier. Okay. So, other ways that you can tell that somebody is doing love work on you is if your dog all of a sudden starts barking, or if your cat all of a sudden starts worrying you about something. Your animals will let you know, and so will your kids. Your kids will let you know that some energy is being thrown at you. But I think that when the dog starts barking, it means that there's a spirit, or either sometimes dogs bark at energy. Dogs are very sacred animals. I love dogs. So are cats. Cats are very sacred animals. And which, by the way, your animals can become possessed too. They can become possessed with all sorts of sicknesses and stuff. But okay, honey. Good evening, Jay. J Dub. Hello. Hello. I think I'm gonna make some tea and offer him some because I noticed that when he drinks my tea, he kind of, get because it's too early to give him a melatonin. You said, ma'am, that's me. Yeah, I like what like come on now. Y'all gotta understand that energy is everything. So, the dog will start barking, that they're letting you know something. And if you're having that issue every day, then you have a problem that you have to deal with. And then also, yes, deal with the individual person, but deal with those demons. Lilith was invoked today. So Lilith is going to lead a lot of you guys to me because patriarchy broke up the yin and yang. There is no yin and yang. Patriarchy ruined that for a lot of people. And a lot of people don't even want that in their life. But patriarchy is a definite imbalance for you to, okay, when you think about it, for you to consider the man to be better than the woman and for him to be above her means that it's an imbalance. Because if the woman's input is not seen as important, and if the woman's work is not seen as important, then there's a problem, because then we've got some issues here. So, you know, um, you going through that right now? Yeah, guys, it's a trip. So if you guys have someone, I'm gonna flip the camera real quick, guys. I'll be right back. If you guys do have someone doing love work on you, you can reverse it. That's what your reversal candles are for. My spirits always give me a 6-hour notice. So usually when I first start feeling the onset of the symptoms, then as night falls, all of a sudden you're feeling very sexual. You're feeling like you want to call that person. So once you feel the symptoms, which your intuition is going to tell you that somebody done did some hoodoo on you. Okay. So if that happens, immediately reverse it. And if you have an ex, that's why y'all ever see that thing where it says all my exes live in hexes. Like, I'm telling y'all, my love life has just been crazy because, like I said, I've got about 5 or 6 of them, and 2 of them I've never met in my life. The rest of them, they are still trying to get me back. I'm thinking, well, what are you all going to do? They'll rip you apart. They will tear you apart. That's how that feels. And so my spirits had to do something about that very quickly. Knowledge is power when you're understanding what is happening to you. So I've been very lucky. Anxiety attacks. Anxiety is your body's it's your etheric body's way of trying to tell you that a spirit is trying to enter. So if you feel that at the onset of an anxiety attack, if it's because sometimes anxiety can be negative energy leaving the body too. So anxiety management is very important for you to learn that, because if you are sensitive and if you've got things going on, you're going to have that. My chin looks different, don't it, y'all? Well, you want to make sure that you cut the work off that they're doing. I know that for me, I sense it right away. And sometimes you'll be kind of so broke down to where you won't feel like it, like you'll just, and then that's how you fall prey to that person again, or either to somebody that's not good for you. Okay. So it's important when you feel those early onset of those symptoms that you reverse it, because, some people know how to do real good love spells. Some people know how to do really, really strong love spells. Some people don't even have to do no spell. All they have to do is do sex magic. Somebody was talking about sex magic. That's why the Bible tells you to not do those things to yourself. They tell you not to self-pleasure. And if you do it, you have to be responsible. You can't really be thinking about, because if you self-pleasure yourself while thinking about me, I'm gonna pick up on it. Depends on how long we've been broken up. It depends. But I will tell you that, guys, I deal with it all the time. I deal with spells constantly being casted on me. So, just imagine, your situation is like a walk in the park for me. Whenever I do work for y'all, unless you in the same predicament as me, 9 times out of 10, if you that powerful of it, it takes a very powerful woman to make somebody want to do that. Okay? What am I getting? It takes a powerful person, literally for years and years. You've been trying to get me back for years and years. I must have something that you want. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. That was my neighbor. I gotta go, guys. That was so sweet of him. He was coming to tell me that my side lights have been on, so I don't know. My car may not start. I might need a jump, but I'm pretty sure I'll get a jump. I don't know what it is, but guys, when I be out and about and stuff, and when I be certain places, and if I have any kind of problems like that, I always, always, always have somebody that helps me. It's so weird how that's why I said I feel like angels follow me around. You know how, like, I've been broken down and, on the road or whatever, or had, maybe accidentally left my lights off, and it just seemed like it's always somebody around the corner to, give me some kind of jump or some kind of help. It's so weird. I remember when I lived in Decatur, Georgia, I had quite a few angels because I used to have to walk up to the store. But guys, I was in such good shape back then. When I first got to Georgia, I was in very good shape. I was about 145, 150 pounds. So I'm trying to get back down to about 160 because I like being 160. That's a good weight. A lot of people say, "Oh, you just too big." That's somebody that is scared. Anyway, intimidated by your size as a woman, I guess. I don't know, but I used to have to walk up to the store, when I didn't have a car, and people would stop and be like, "You need a ride?" Sure, I get in the car. God ain't gonna never. Now I'm not telling y'all don't do that. I tell my daughters all the time, don't you dare take no rides from no strangers. Okay, don't do it. See, that's why children should do what they're told and not do what they see their parents do all the time. Because don't take my advice all the time, guys. Please don't. That's called having a very powerful intuition and very powerful protective spirits, because you never, and I wouldn't do that now. It wouldn't, I wouldn't do that now. But at the time it was okay for me to do that, okay? Because, so and you could just it's all good. I mean, it's when you walk in fear, bad stuff is always going to happen to you, but you never know when you trust the wrong person. So y'all just don't do that at all. Just that's something that I did, okay? You like to detox all negative energy? Yeah, me too. So those are some of the symptoms. Another symptom of having somebody do love work on you is where you think about that person out of the blue, or either where you can't concentrate. Okay, having lack of concentration is going to be one of the biggest symptoms that you're going to have. And I've seen people stay in that psychosis for years. It's like, especially if it's a person doing love work on you that you don't want to be with. Okay. If I don't want to be with you, first of all, I don't think somebody can do love work on me to keep me. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to do it to get me, but if I can see that you full of crap and I know you doing work on me and I can feel it and I know that it's not normal, because everybody has self-preservation. You continue to deal with somebody that's doing you dirty and doing you wrong. Why are you going after all that pain and like you're hurting yourself? You doing harm to yourself. So, but love spells do work. Today is Friday. I noticed that somebody's been doing love work on me, just love work. And I think personally, if you have somebody that's just constantly doing love work on you, but they don't want to love you, what is controlling that person? It's very perplexing, isn't it? That you can sense them doing love work on you, but yet they're not treating you right. They're not doing it. So then where is all that love going? Because they're not even utilizing it. So a lot of people that are like, for you to sit there every single day, even while you arguing with somebody, you gonna argue with them at the same time and do love work on them. You sitting there arguing and then you probably trying to make them conform to be the person that you want them to be, but you can't make somebody be who you want them to be. A lot of these people want doormats and somebody that they can control and dominate. That's not even love. So we're not even gonna call it love work. We're gonna call it domination work. We're gonna call it some kind of, I wanted to say foo-foo. I don't know why. I don't know where foo-foo came from. Was anybody thinking foo-foo? Tell the truth. If anybody, because I don't know where foo-foo came from. But all that, puppeteer and foo-foo stuff and all that. Because the heart is very sacred. You got to be very careful about who you give your heart to. And then your body is sacred too. Your body, especially women. I'm sorry. Men come a dime a dozen. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That was kind of mean, but y'all know what I meant, because men have been doing this to us. You know, if a woman gives you her body, the least you could do is respect her and be loyal to her. I'll tell a dude, like, I gave you my body. Miss me with that. You got to go. So I'm so happy that, my spirits, because they cut it off at the head. They said they came to me, they said so and so, so and so, so and so doing work on you. Ain't that a blip? Oh Lord, you need to start doing some love work on me. Hey, listen, I am a grown woman. I'm not young and silly. I love sex. I love people. I've given my last to people before. I don't do that no more because men don't respect women that do that. So love to me, you got to prove your love to me. You got to show me that you love me. I don't want to just hear the words. You got to show me 24/7. I can't do that. And I'm sorry for you to be loving me. There's no romance without no finance. I'm sorry. Because you know what? Especially when you know how it feels to have a man leave you like in the dust. He take everything. He done drank and ate all the juicy juice. Okay. He done drank up all the juicy juice and the sandwiches and stuff. You had some meat up in that freezer and stuff. You done unthawed it for him. He done came through and ate and left and didn't leave, didn't give you nothing really. I feel like if a woman makes you a steak or that a steak dinner, in my opinion, converts to $1,000. I don't know about y'all. I cook you a steak dinner with some potatoes and some broccoli or some asparagus. I feel like at some point I should earn about $1,000 for that deed, and don't make me fry no chicken for you. You owe me lots of money if I fry some chicken for you. Cause they'll come over and eat all your fried chicken and then go around and tell everybody that something crazy about you, and then the next thing you know, you ain't got no fried chicken to eat. Cause they'll have everybody judging you. I can't stand when men do that. I go into immediate curse mode with men that do that. And I'll put you and your woman in a doll. Okay, let me show y'all my dolls here. Here's one of the folks. Y'all see them? Ain't they real? But they're very special because there's stuffed on the inside. So there's stuff on the head and the belly part. Okay, I can do whatever I want with these dolls. Okay, let me show y'all my other one. There's another doll right there. You can tell it's that person too. It looks like them. I got their names written on the back. My son looked at him. He was laughing. He said, "Why do they have X's over their eyes?" I said, "Trust me, son." You sad, baby? I can't. Oh. I can't be. Oh. I can't be. Yes, you can, Jacob. I can't be. You can. You just have to keep trying, baby. You have to just keep trying. You want to take a break? You want to watch Home Alone? No. Oh. I'm going to go in a minute, guys, because I'm going to lay down and relax. Because I'm tired. I've been up since this morning. I don't know what time it is. I think I'm gonna get some tea and I'm going to offer him some. Get him calmed down. Oh, he's so upset about his game. So, if you have any symptoms of those things and you find yourself not being able to get away from certain people, then it's important for you to reverse that stuff and for you to put protection around yourself. And like I said, my cleanses are very, very thorough. I write very, very thorough petitions. Like, for example, things like mind, body, and spirit. You are cleansed of all negativity and bad spirits of your past, present, and future. All blockages, bad luck, and poverty is banished, and you are protected from pain and suffering. Your aura and chakras are cleared of blockages, bad spirits, and attachments, and you will move forward protected, happy, tranquil, financially secure, and prosperous. So that's just an example, but it's really, really important for y'all to focus on clearing those chakras and getting your auric field together. Because if you're not doing that, then you're going to attract all of the things that you don't want or don't like. Okay? Y'all, I am so sensitive. I don't even want to tell the story, but I don't even want to tell the story because I'm just gonna leave that one out. I'm gonna leave that one out, but I don't even know if y'all can see it, but I do kind of have like this weird sty on my eye. Probably from watching too many of them pimple popping videos. I'm addicted to pimple popping videos. I don't know why. I just am. It's ridiculous. So anyway, yeah. This box probably gonna be filled up by the time I'm through. I will make a doll out of each and every one of my enemies. I really try to keep from destroying them. I usually keep them. And so yeah, so that's what's up with that. But guys, make sure if somebody keeps doing love work on you, make a poppet out of them. Okay. And so I told you guys I was going to come and show you guys how to make my poppets. For some reason, Spirit kind of didn't want me to do that. Because I make very strong poppets. To me, it's a simple process, but that's because all of my spells. What in the world is this? Somebody must be what? Okay, somebody has the same universal remote that goes to their TV, and something just came up on the TV. It just popped up. Weird. Why do people watch these kind of videos? Whoever it is, they're watching fight videos. Jake, let's change off of this. I don't want to see nobody fighting. What's wrong with people? Change that. Get the remote, baby. You need to dry your hands too, though. What? I found. Oh Lord. You can keep the fried foods. LOL, that's not too healthy. Um if you're going to say that fried foods are unhealthy, you might as well say that cooked foods are unhealthy. And it's okay to eat fried foods. Fried foods themselves are not unhealthy. You just want to stay away from the vegetable oil. It's not necessarily the fried foods, it's the vegetable oil. If you're going to, I mean, that's just like comparing apples to oranges. Everything that you cook, even if you burn it in an oven, the black on it it's carcinogenic. It can be carcinogenic to the body. Ask many of the people that eat a raw meat diet. And guys, I've thought about it. I've thought about the carnivore diet. I've, oh my God, somebody just keeps, give me the remote, baby, because I can't handle this. No wonder people don't have love in their life. They watching fight videos on a Friday. You supposed to be watching something else on a Friday. Good Lord. These people just got hell in them, don't they? You can't find it? No, it's on there. It's on there. Look. Is it under the table? Yes. Well, climb under there and get it. I need to take him to like one of them little jungle gyms and stuff. I need to take him to like one of them ball pits. And then I also want to have Jacob's birthday party this year at Chuck E. Cheese. Here. Thank you, sweetie. Well, it's fine now. I just didn't want to look at those fight videos. I want to do a Chuck E. Cheese thing. There are no other kids. All of the kids in the family are in Kansas City, so I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna pull that off. I know that I'm about to start making real friends. I can tell y'all that. Okay, that's one of the things that's on our petition. Friends do exist. I've been a friend to many people, and I don't turn against people either. And I don't use people for my own agenda. But it seemed like people like me, we kind of get put on the back burner because everybody like that person that give them the most trouble. Ain't that funny? How in love well, not we, because I grew out of that crap a long time ago, y'all. I grew out of that crap. I don't want the person that bring me the most trouble. I want the person that's gonna bring me the most enlightenment, and I want them to bring me happiness. You know what I'm saying? And to enrich me. I don't want somebody tearing me down, got me crying and stuff and all that good. No, why would somebody want that?
Mom, can you go store again now?
Yeah, baby, I will. I will. It's still some in there. You don't want to drink what's there. You want some fresh milk, don't you? That milk is still good. It's it's on its last leg, but it's still good.
Mom, the milk is old.
Literally got two people. It's old, are you sure? Okay, honey. Literally got two people doing it on me at the same time. It's crazy. hmm I got a couple of people, and y'all, I got like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got 10 or more powerful. Some of them are not as powerful, but I've got a few that are very powerful that are doing work on me, and it's all in it's just another day. Okay, it's just another day. It's not even anything that I even get excited about anymore because what's the point? Now, yeah, you do. Now, I will tell you, I like I said right before I came on here, I did call to the spirits, and we had a very, very, I mean, literally, me and you know what? I don't know if you guys have seen a couple of my spirits floating around behind me. I kind of saw one earlier on the Ganesha tapestry. So, you know, are y'all getting along in the chat?
Oh
You
no.
got robbed giving a person a ride. Dude stole my money and gave a broken eye socket. Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess.
What?
I don't know why this person is in here clicking the thumbs up and the thumbs down, but whoever it is, clearly they're very mentally ill. Just to let you know, by the way, that doesn't bother me anymore. That person done came back in here to hit the thumbs up and the thumbs down a bunch of times. We don't understand why. They're crazy. Well, just send it back to them, and so that it doesn't work, and do the core cuttings that you need to do is what you have to do. Do your core cuttings, and do your cleanses. But if you know somebody is doing work on you, don't ignore it. A lot of people will sense that somebody's doing work on them, but they won't take any action. They'll just kind of take it for granted, and they'll be like, "Oh, that person doing love work on me. They can't mess with me." Well, then the next thing you know, you back caught up in another tailspin with that person again. And even though it's probably going to be very temporary, because my spiritual husband, you guys, he won't let nobody have me. Y'all know what I Oh
Uh-huh.
my goddess. You know what? My spiritual husband, I know you guys are going to think that this is crazy, but let me tell y'all. You know the movie The Skeleton Key? You remember how the woman and her husband was going around snatching bodies? So my spiritual husband is kind of like that. So he's looking for a body to snatch, but he don't want none of the people. I don't want to say he don't want none of the people, but he definitely did reject a couple of folks and ran them up out of there because if you the right person, the spirit of my spiritual husband is gonna take over your body. And then I ain't gonna have no complaints about you. He gonna have to move to the side. You are funny. You gonna have to do a lot of fighting now. I noticed that he will. He's very powerful, and he's not one of these. It's definitely it feels like a Babadook sometimes, but he's a good guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good guy. He's the reason why I turned down a lot of these men, because it's like, I ain't about to stay with you. So yeah, guys. Anyway, I done got far off the subject. And I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go down here and get this boy some milk. I will see you guys later. love and light. And make sure that you check those things out because you should be protected from love work. But many of us are very, very sensitive to it. I know that I am. I know that I've dealt with people that have done horrible, deplorable things to me. And you know the reason why you went back is because, they did some kind of love work on you to get you to come back. And some relationships are very toxic. So, make sure that you actually do the work as soon as your intuition tells you to do it. You know how I do my work? I keep a notebook, guys. I keep a notebook and I just write down all of the spells that I need. So when you write it down, it's essentially done. Even if you don't have candles, write that stuff down. So, like for example, there's this other person that I know for a fact is doing love work on me. I've got to do a reversal. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that because the signs are pointing to him stalking me or whatever. I don't know because some of these men are very sadly mistaken. They think that they own you, and you don't. You don't own my heart. Is what you got to tell them, and you got to tell their demon that too, because of course you're dealing with a spirit. So when you feel that come, y'all gotta learn how to work with these spirits because they all over the place, and you can't avoid them. Okay, so write it down, and once you write it down, it's done. It is. Okay. Because writing the petition I've found is one of the most difficult, especially when you're writing a petition that you have to do in repetition. When you have to write it either, I only use 3 times, either 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, however times you gotta write it or whatever. Quit rushing me off of the hangout, whoever you are. Whoever that is, they're trying to rush me off of the hangout because Jacob asked for milk. Stop trying to rush me off of the hangout. You don't run nothing over here, and neither does he. There's actually milk in the refrigerator that I can give to him that is good. So we actually really don't even need any milk. Okay, this person is insane. Good Lord. They're just hitting the thumbs up and the thumbs down button over and over again. It keeps changing from 9 to 10, 9 to 10, 9 to 10, 9 to 10. Now it's at 11, but now it's going to go to 10 to 11. They're still doing it. They're blinking the thing. Why are you doing that? And they've been saying it ever since because another thing I want to tell y'all is that a couple of the men that are in love with me, they don't like for me to go live and show my face. They don't like that. So they're like, I can't take it anymore. Get off the live because I don't want people looking at you.
Oh no.
Stop looking at her. Psycho. I don't know what is wrong with these men. You'll never be with me. I'll never be with you, whoever you are, because I know who you are. And that's just like this one guy that I just broke up with. He was the one calling DFAX. I'm so happy he doesn't know where I'm at. He was the one that was calling CPS to my. He's the one blinking the damn thumbs up button. I believe that it's him or he has something to do with it. It's ridiculous. Move on with y'all. I can't stand stalkers. Y'all just can't stand them. Yeah, there's actually milk in the refrigerator that I know for a fact that I drank some this morning that he can have, but you're not going to sit because I'm pretty sure that they're going to go over there to that sector and say Jacob was asking for milk and she just cared about being live. Well, actually, there is milk in the refrigerator that he can drink. He just wants probably fresh milk, which is understandable. But, you're not running anything. Okay, the demon of patriarchy, hitting the thumbs up a bunch of times only shows that you lost the war. You look silly right now. It's here. The demon is here. It's pushing it up and down. It's the demon of patriarchy. It's upset. I don't know what to tell you. Go away. Leave people alone. Good Lord. So anyway, y'all. Y'all have an awesome evening and weekend also. I wasn't planning on being here that long today, but I'm probably going to be back Okay, probably a little bit later. I'm going to come back to remind you guys. Go ahead and make sure that you join the ritual that we're doing tonight. We're going to be working on it through the crescent moon. So make sure that you guys either send me that by PayPal, not PayPal, I don't have PayPal. Either send that to me by Cash App. I do also accept Zelle, and then also you can go to the website. Okay. You are very welcome. I'm telling you, it's going to be very beneficial because we're going to make a lot of money with this new moon. Even though the demons of patriarchy and poverty are here, they will have no power over us. Okay? Because there's no power in hitting the thumbs up and the thumbs down a bunch of times. There's literally no power in that. Anyway, guys, I will see y'all later. Love and light.